Greetings and good morning. Welcome back to another episode of Jail Tales. On today's episode, I'm going to go over how an inmate toilet is turned into a hotline for love. Come on in the cell real quick. I'm going to show you how this is done. But first, let me give you a little bit of a little backdrop to the story. So, you got the male inmates upstairs and you got the female inmates downstairs. So they see each other in the hallway every now and then and try to communicate with each other. And, we stop them from communicating with each other so that they don't, get in trouble and all that type of stuff. Anyway, so when they're in their cells, what they're doing is they found a way. I don't know who invented this, but it was a pretty good one, to communicate with the females that are under them through the cell plumbing system and the ventilation system. All right, so this is how this one goes. I'm making my round, walking around the jail cell block, looking around, making sure everything is good and smooth. And I get to one particular cell and I see this guy. He's like this right here. He's got a newspaper and it's rolled up in like to a cylinder, something like this right here. I'll show you that, how they do this. All right. So the inmate has got the newspaper plunged all the way deep down into the toilet and he's talking to somebody. And he's doing like this. What you doing? And then they have to put their ear to it and it's like a full conversation. So now mind you, these are some nasty, grimy, filthy toilets. And he's getting into his conversation to the point he can't even see that I'm standing at the window watching him. So for some reason, I guess this must have been a real good conversation. This dude is talking through the toilet, choking his chicken, aka gunning at the damn toilet. I said, "What the hell is you doing?" So I'm banging on the cell window. "Hey, get your nasty ass out the toilet." He jumps up, because obviously I walk around with my keys on my hip and you just squeeze your keys and the inmates can't hear you. Don't flush that nasty ass toilet and get up out of there. All right. He jumps up, no charges or nothing like that. And I'm like, yo, I know I'm in a crazy place now where somebody is talking to through the toilet, and I'm like, these toilets is pretty filthy. Y'all come on in the cell real quick. I'm going to show you guys about these toilets, how it pretty much was done. All right. So this is a jail toilet for the most part. You take that water right here, you scoop it into the sink until it's all dry. You have to take all of the water out. And that's what makes it hollow enough. Now, the females downstairs have to do the same thing. They take all the water out, scoop it into the toilet, scoop it into the sink part. That's the sink part at the top. So you'll start seeing somebody scooping water out their toilets. It's a telltale sign. Or if I see any toilet that doesn't have water in it, I know what you up to. Yeah, go on and flush that nasty ass toilet, before I continue my round or whatever. Because it takes a while to even scoop all the water out. And I'm walking around roughly every 30 minutes, so you'll be scooping water all day. All right. So after you scoop all of the water out of your toilet and place it in there, that newspaper, just like you see there, that we give them anyway, they use that, and that is what they use to get a pretty soundproof communication with the females down the stairs. It's like, who does this type of stuff? But I guess, hey, you in jail, you got plenty of time on your hands. This is what you're going to get into. And also, you guys can't see the vents in there. They'll holler through these vents at the top to communicate with them also. It's one big line of a communication hotline. And that's pretty much how it's done it there. Keep it rolling. Hey, flush that toilet, and I'm going to keep it moving. But anyway, on to this next gentleman. Speaking of love hotlines, this police officer decided that he was going to come up to me a little bit right there. There we go. Next quick story. Police officer in Hampton, Virginia decided to pick up a prostitute and she robbed him while he was in the shower. Who does that? And you the police and you getting robbed. You got to do better. Let's go on and get into that story next. I'm going to hit this play button. There we go. But that was really crazy. So now you done lost your job, pension, over some foolishness. Bring you guys down a little bit.
Documents tell us a Hampton police officer found himself a victim of a crime while admitting to doing something illegal himself. He apparently had a rendezvous with someone he shouldn't have, and that woman allegedly stole his car. And your side's Madison Pierman's also looking into this tonight. Madison?
Absolutely. And just a heads up for everybody, that officer is off the job tonight. Virginia Beach court documents detail a meetup for sex arranged by a Hampton police officer, ending with his car being stolen by the prostitute he hired. He said his law enforcement badge was still even in the car. Hampton police say he's since been fired, but they can't comment on why. Jerron Harry was a Hampton police officer when he met 20-year-old Alexis Copeland, a.k.a. Dream, on an app.
Let's look at her for a minute. Take a break. We always got to stop and take a look at these people's faces. Now, I guess this is Dream, who he ends up paying the money to. I guess it was $100 or what have you. Come on, bruh. You got to do better. You the police. If you going to do dirt, you got to be real tight with what you do it. Take whatever precautions you need to. But this is the Dream that they're talking about. So let me pause it so y'all can get a better look at it. All right. Let's keep it moving.
Court documents say he told police he hired her for sex on December 30th. Those documents detail a meetup at an apartment in Virginia Beach off Lynn Haven Road. Harry told police he Apple paid Dream $100 for sex. Court documents said they laid in bed together before agreeing to shower. But Harry said Dream never joined him in the shower. Instead, he got out to realize his phone, keys, wallet, car, and Dream were gone, with his police credentials still in the vehicle. He called police using a neighbor's phone and explained what happened. Court documents show they were able to track down his vehicle in Norfolk with 2 people inside of it, Dream and a man she told police was her baby daddy. But Dream told police the Hampton police officer had agreed to let her use his car. Court documents show she admitted he did not give her permission, though, to use any cards from his wallet, which documents say she did. Despite her version of events,
We'll pause real quick. That's the good thing about credit cards. Whenever you swipe somebody's credit card, it shows the time, the location, what they call the point of sale transaction. So whenever you somebody steals your credit card, that's a way they can track you. Point of sale transaction, see where you're going, catching you on camera, and what it does is it builds a case up. So by the time you get prosecuted, this is where all the evidence goes. They always say follow the money. And once again, there we go back to our air tags. Always keep a few air tags in your car because not every car can be tracked. But in this case, this dude got lucky. Even though you're the police, now you calling 911 because your prostitute done robbed you. Unreal. Let's wrap this up.
Alexis Dream Copeland was arrested and faces several charges, including prostitution and stealing a car. Jerron Harry, though, who court documents show admitted to police that he hired Dream for sex, is not facing any charges out of Virginia Beach as of this afternoon. Now again, Jerron Harry, has since been fired from the Hampton Police Department. When I asked Hampton Police why he was let go, they told me they couldn't comment. Virginia Beach Police say their investigation is still ongoing. We're working to learn if any further charges are pending. Madison Pierman, 10 on your side.
Unreal. Now this is my problem with that. Okay, if you're going to charge Dream for prostitution, they're supposed to charge that police officer with soliciting a prostitute, right? Yeah, you feel where I'm coming from, because if he wouldn't have been soliciting, this whole chain of events would have never happened, and each one of them could have gone with their life. But as a police officer, that's got to be hard to explain to your people how you get fired over some nonsense. Truly, truly, truly remarkable, but it was funny in a way. I definitely enjoyed it. Anyway, comment, subscribe. Until next time, we'll definitely do this again with some more jail tales. Y'all have a wonderful day. God bless America and the United States Armed Forces.